This week on MUZoHub, we give the girls a chance to have a say. Hello and welcome to the 5th episode of MUZoHub. It's decided this week that we've had all guys on the show so far, so thought it was about time we let the females have their say. And this week we've got a young lady who's very active in the local music scene, and if you're around Bendigo or Central Victoria you would have to know this name. And the name is Mez Whittle. G'day Mez, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Welcome along to MUZoHub.
Thanks for having me.
You're very active in the local music scene. I know on Facebook you are anyway. I see your name pop up pretty often. What can you tell us about the Mez Whittle story and where you started from in music, and how it's progressed over the years?
Well, I actually started at about 5 as a Russian ballerina. So I did that and theatre in Kyneton for a few years, and then when we moved up here I was 11. There was no dance school up here that did Russian, they did other forms of ballet. So I joined Bendigo Theatre Company and Community Theatre and Arts and danced for them, and somewhere in there realised I could sing a little bit and joined the Sacred Heart Cathedral Choir and performed with them for about 5 years and progressed through the ranks as a soprano soloist, and also, just lots and lots of theatre and dance and acting and yeah.
So you could say you sort of, was it accidentally fell into the singing bit, or?
I did, I didn't know. So I auditioned for the Cathedral Choir because they offer scholarships to Catholic College and I wanted to go to Catholic College. So
Yeah.
I auditioned and quite a shock to myself, I got in.
Okay, yeah.
And I didn't, I'm a dancer, not a singer, so it was very, very kind of strange.
And I noticed that have you always been in bands as well as solo work? That since you've left, how have you progressed into the playing out in public from where you were?
Well, I was actually, I'll take a big step back. When I was about 16, 17, I used to just walk into venues and in a big pretty dress, and I'd have somebody playing piano for me and I would just pretty much walk in and sing a big Latin aria and then I'd leave. And at about 18, I joined a band here. There were some older guys and I think we played 2 or 3 gigs and did some recordings and stuff, just covered stuff, and then I moved to Queensland for a little while and stopped singing completely, dancing, acting, everything, and jumped back in when Isaac was about 2.5.
Okay.
And jumped back into Bendigo Theatre Company and performed with them in Greece.
Okay, yeah.
Got one of the Pink Lady roles. That was lots of fun. And then kind of took another break for a little while, and about 18 months ago got a phone call to say, hey, do you want to do a gig for us on Friday night? And it was Monday, and somehow put together 30 songs and in 5 days, and it's kind of taken off since there.
Okay, excellent. So so you do some of your own songwriting? So how did that happen? Was that just because you started to play out and play covers and that you decided you wanted to express yourself, or was that, have you always been interested in songwriting? Or?
I did actually have an original band when I was about 15 or 16, and I wrote all of the songs for the band, so we didn't play covers at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, some of the songs that I'm still singing now are things that I've written when I was 15 or 16 years old. So
excellent. Is there anyone particular that influences you as far as a musician, or a family friend, or someone that you know, or?
Well, my grandfather, who's no longer with us, he used to tour around Australia as the shabby old cabbie, with his ukulele and his inappropriate songs. So he probably hasn't influenced my writing to this point, but I would say Metallica, Pearl Jam, Etta James, Janis Joplin.
Okay, excellent. So it's sort of more of that the heavier side of
Yeah.
music.
Yep.
Yeah. So I haven't heard a lot of your. I must admit, I haven't actually seen you play out. To be honest with everybody, but what? How would you describe your style of music? What style would you call
The
overall?
original music.
Yes.
I don't think it has a style. It really doesn't. Um, Apparently, like folky pop sounding with a little bit of beat behind it. It's a really kind of strange.
Eclectic sort of.
Yeah, I really true singer-songwriter kind of stuff with,
Yeah.
the acoustic guitar and telling a story rather than just playing music, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And also, you teach as well?
I do.
Yeah. Is that just singing that you teach, or?
I teach at Dewars singing. I also teach their choir and also teach other places as well. So
Yeah.
I start teaching out at Strathfield Say Primary too
Ah, cool. Very good.
this week with their 80-piece choir. So I'm going to be fun doing that.
The main question I've got is, how do you find time? You've got 4 kids and a husband
Yep.
to look after, or do they look after themselves?
No, I wish. No, my husband's fantastic, and we've
Yeah.
got a lot of family support around Bendigo, which is really, really good, and fantastic daycare people and babysitters, and
Yeah.
it takes a community to raise a family, and I'm really utilising that community at the moment. So
I read in Facebook the other day, Nathan, your husband, mentioned something about how you help him run his business, plus look after the kids, plus go out and entertain people, teach, and do fundraising. So,
yeah.
Wow, that's makes me feel lazy. We might move on. Is there anything else you want to talk to about your singing and music side at the moment, or we might move on to? We can come back to that. We might move on to your fundraising. So what I might do is play this little commercial that I've got sitting here, where I can work out which button to press, and then we'll come back and have a chat about it. Okay.
Right.
Hi, I'm Kate Derouge.
And I'm Mez Whittle. My son is a survivor of retinoblastoma, a rare childhood eye cancer.
On May 25th and 26th, One Tree Hill is set to host a huge weekend of music and family fun.
Saturday, 25th of May, is a 12-hour concert featuring some of Victoria's best bands.
Sunday, the 26th of May, bring the kids for a free family day sponsored by IGA. Heaps of activities and a massive auction.
Join us in supporting Beyond Sight and retinoblastoma awareness.
On the 25th and 26th of May at the One Tree Hill Hotel.
Okay, this sounds a bit serious.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah. So tell us the story. You've had a nasty run-in with this. What is it? Retinoblastoma. Is that right?
Excellent pronunciation.
Can you explain to everybody the story behind all this? What happened?
Yep. My son was 2.5, and we were playing hide and seek one day, and we were playing peekaboo. And I jumped up, and I didn't say anything, and I was in his line of sight. He should have been able to see me, and he couldn't see me. And we'd been watching this kind of glow in his eye for a couple of weeks. Yeah. And so we took him to the hospital at Bendigo, and they referred us to Royal Children's the following day. And the following day we were given a diagnosis of retinoblastoma, and I had no idea what that was at that time, and was very quickly told it was cancer. And the following week he needed to have his eye removed to be able to save his life and stop it from spreading any further.
Wow, that must have been a total shock for you, and I can imagine the following weeks and years have been a bit of a tough time for you.
Yeah, look, he recovered really, really well. There were a few hiccups here and there along the way, but he got the best out of a really bad situation. So it could have been a lot worse. He could have lost both eyes. He could have gone through years of chemo and radiation therapy, and he could not be with us. So all of those things haven't happened, and we've kind of gotten it really, really quickly. So yeah, I think now it's just about raising awareness, because it's something that people haven't heard of, because it is such a rare kind of thing to get.
Yeah, well, I certainly haven't heard of it, and I suppose a lot of people out there haven't. But so, can you run us through this fundraising idea that you came up with a few weeks ago, apparently?
Yeah, about, I don't know, 5 or 6 weeks ago, we thought a little boy by the name of Tyler was diagnosed at the same time as Isaac, and he has been diagnosed with secondaries in the last few weeks, and it's probably it's going to be a really long fight for him this time round. So it kind of inspired me to start getting the word out there. And how do we get the word out there? And we put on an event of some sort. And so it started as a couple of hours for a kids' activity day and try and raise some money for the ophthalmology department at Royal Children's and get a play therapist. And now that's kind of transitioned into 2 days. And so the Saturday is a 12-hour charity concert. So it's free entry, but we'll have people around rattling tins. So if anyone can donate, that would be fantastic. We're going to have raffles going on the day as well. And we've got bands from Bendigo and also from Melbourne. So Chris Morley and Luke Owens are participating. Berlin Postmark, Rabbit Zulu, also Ordemia, which are a rocky band from Geelong, threw their hand up actually really, really early in the piece.
Yep. And I hear you've had great support from the local business community.
The local business community has been fantastic. Every single day, several times a day, I get a message or an email or a phone call of a donation, or one of the other girls who are actually supporting me through this at the moment. They're all going out and getting all of these fantastic donations. IGA have been brilliant. They came on board really quickly with a $3,000 cash donation, which was half of our target straight away. So we're hoping to smash the $6,000 target right out of the ballpark. Really, really, really out of the ballpark. That would be fantastic.
Excellent. And how can people support it? Obviously, they come along. Is it donation or?
Yep.
Yeah.
On the Sunday, we've got the family day. So on the family day, we've got face painting and jumping castles. We've got Tuku, the wildlife man. So he's bringing snakes and dangerous reptile things that you can pat and love. I'm not sure that I'll be over there, but
I might skip that bit, I think.
I take that. We're going to wrap a snake around you, I think.
Ah, good.
Yeah, a big python.
Yeah,
be lovely.
Yeah.
We've also got some art workshops. We've got RPM students performing. We've got some students of mine from Dewars performing and the Dewars Choir performing. If we can get some hip hop dancers, if anyone knows any hip hop dancers, please ring me. And lots of other things going on. But we've got a big auction in the middle of the day that we'd really, really like people to support. So there's some fantastic items from Toy World and barbecues and trampolines and that kind of stuff that we'd really like people to purchase and donate to us. And,
excellent.
Yeah.
What if people can't get there, Mez? Is there a way they can support you by donations or something? Yeah.
There's an online donation portal at Go Fundraise.
Yep.
I can give you the link for that.
Yes, we'll put that up on the screen in a few minutes.
So you can donate online. You can donate directly to Beyond Sight. They've got the Royal Children's Foundation website. There's, of course, other ways and means of donating. We've also got sheets going around that are kind of like raffles, but you buy a square for $2 and there's 50 squares, and at the end of it a number gets drawn randomly and that winner gets $50 and the charity gets $50. So
excellent.
There's heaps and heaps of ways of doing it.
Fantastic. So can you just run us through the dates of the actual, is it the 25th and 26th?
25th and 26th of May. So the 25th is 11 o'clock till 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
And 26th is 10 till 4.
And it's at the One Tree Hotel.
One Tree Hill Hotel.
One Tree Hill Hotel, that's it. Yeah. Okay. We might move just back on to Mez the Musician. Now you've got a band as well. The Mez band, is that?
Yeah.
Didn't want to talk about that? Or?
No. We could talk about my band. It's just the name is a work in progress, and then we got too many likes on Facebook, and we couldn't change it.
Okay.
So, thanks Steve Saxton for that. You can thank Steve Saxton for that.
Thanks, Steve. Yeah.
Thanks, Steve.
Yeah. Where can people check you out? You're playing different different venue. I see lots of different venues.
Yep.
Yeah. Can they just keep an eye on your Facebook page?
Yeah,
or-
the Facebook page is probably the best way because I was advertising in the Muso guide, but I keep forgetting to email them, and
Yeah.
then things come in all the time. So the Facebook page is usually
Good
the
way.
easiest way.
No worries. We're just about finished tonight's show. It's been very interesting hearing all about your fundraising, and good luck with it.
Thank you.
And we thought we'd go out, seeing last week with Skip was so successful with a bit of live music, we thought tonight we'd go out with a song that Mez has written. Maybe you could introduce it, Mez, tell us a bit about the song and what it's called.
The song's called Survive. So I'm just in the process of recording an EP at the moment. So I'm hoping it'll be finished at the end of June, ready to release at the end of June. This song is a little bit, it's about bullying. So bullying doesn't stop when you turn 18 and, you know, you leave school and stuff. So there's always somebody who's got something negative to say. And it's kind of like me saying before you judge what you're actually seeing, and you know, maybe actually walk a day in my shoes and understand where I'm coming from.
Excellent. Sounds fantastic. So, so that's all we have for this week's show. Next week we're hoping to have a young school-based band on. I'm trying to convince them to come in, and they've just formed. I thought that'd be interesting for everybody if we can get them to come in. So once again, thanks, Mez.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll go out with Mez's song, and it was called, sorry?
Survive.
Survive. Here it is. See you next week.
You wanna talk about me behind my back. You wanna create the drama based on what you see. Have you ever stopped to notice you don't actually know me? I'll survive things you can't imagine. I'll survive to look you in the eye. And I want you to know that behind my smile is someone who survived. I survived. If you walked a day in my shoes, you might understand the way I am. Judge with my eyes, see what I've seen. See with my eyes, be where I've been. I'll survive things you can't imagine. I'll survive to look you in the eye. And I want you to know that behind my smile is someone who survived. I survived. I'll survive things you can't imagine. I'll survive to look you in the eye.
If you'd like to stay connected with MUZoHub, don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube, like us on Facebook, or follow us on Twitter.